What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You know, the internet decided it's gonna do what it wants today. So, so we're in here working with our suspicious internet. I just wanted to do this one, probably about a 30-minute show here, and talk about, because it's late, and I thought, hey man, I got to get this out here. I did 4 consulting calls today, and earlier this week, it's always the same question, same answer. Erica, what if I have to start all over? What do I do if I have to start all over, Erica? And I just want to reach out to those people who are so upset and concerned about starting over, because that's what 2020 is. It's a major start over year for a lot of people, whether they're moving to a new city, they're relocating. That's the truth. So first things first, if you had to start over, right? This isn't the end. It's okay. Take a deep breath, right? So starting over, what does starting over mean? Could be mean moving, could be mean a divorce, could be mean you lost your job, could be several things. But I want you to stop looking at starting over as a failure. It's not. First things first, what are our needs and wants, right? A lot of people confuse their needs with their wants. And this is where they get them in trouble. I was talking to one person and they had all these credit cards. And I said, but what's your rent and what's your car bill? Well, my rent is this and my car bill. I was like, well, then that's your bills. That and your internet, right? To make your computer work so you can work from home. People sit here and go, no, Erica, but my credit, I work so hard for this credit, and they're killing themselves. And I don't mean physically, literally. I mean just working themselves to death trying to keep a credit score when income is the most important part, not the credit score. See, people don't want to hear that because they out here watching all these 19-year-olds with Lambos, renting cars and renting apartments and flying on jets. Stop that. Stop that. Credit is important. Credit has its place. I encourage you to keep up with credit if you can. But if you are about to fall out of your living situation just so you can keep a credit card, I've had people call me and literally tell me they were going to pay their credit cards versus pay their rent because they could always go back and move in with their mom or something like that. I almost fell out of my chair. I said, man, that should never be your answer, that you rather pay the credit cards just to keep them really as a status symbol then pay your rent so you can have somewhere to live and be autonomous. Now, first things first, again, wants and needs. Number one, what's your rent? What's your cell phone bill? What's your internet bill at your house? Those are the most important in my book because that's what's going to keep you in the game, on the computer, on the laptop, ready to go. For most people in America, that's under $2,000. I know people are saying, Eric, you don't know my rent. I live in New York. Look. I ain't going to fight you on that. Figure out your rent. Figure out your internet bill. Most people were talking about $1,500 to $3,000 at most. For those of you live in New York and California, you already know what time it is, okay? Now that you figure that out, I would say for me, again, I did this as me because some people say, well, what would you do? What I do and what you do are 2 different things, but let's just do it. One, I know my bills are under $2,000. Like, everything I have is paid off. Car's paid off. I wouldn't pay a daggone card. I'd pay my housing, and if it's insurance for the car, yes. If it's for gas for the car, yes. Anything else? No. I would pick up mobile notary. Now, this isn't just because Andre Hatchett's my friend, and I know him. I've literally, my phone that we're on right now, 2 years ago, we used in a test. Well, this isn't the same phone. It's the same number. 2.5 years ago, we used in a test in a class. Every day, like clockwork, that phone has pinged throughout COVID, even before then, and 2 years ago, mobile notary signing for $100 to $200. Always housing, lawyer contracts, all kind of stuff. Why? Because many lawyers aren't in courtrooms right now. They're in offices. Many title companies, lien staff. I'm telling you, my phone has rang every day. And I said, man, if I actually answered all these, and actually went on SnapDocs and filled out the information, I would be doing something every single day, $100 to $200. That right there takes care of my $3,000 to $6,000 living expenses. And I have low living expenses, right? So with that money, what I would do, take that money, I would do, and this is, I'm not even joking, $100, that's it, into a stock account of my choice, whether it's Webull or Robinhood, right? I do one swing trade a week or one option. That's it. I wouldn't get crazy with it. I wouldn't get over the top, because that I need to be in a making income mode. Yes, you can make money. Yes, you can grow your stock count, but you at that moment, and I'm using the example, I would focus on things that make more money, right? For me. Now, this is the switch. Number 4, number 5, depending on where I'm at, depending on my mindset at the time, I would take $200 weekly. I know you're like, Erica, that's like 2 of your stock trades. Yeah, that's 2 of your mobile notaries. Yes, exactly. I take those $200, I put it in Home Advisor or leads on Google AdWords for a remodeling business. Why? Because Middleman to Millions course. I have done this before, my friend Andrew Bryant, literally painting and fencing jobs left and right. I know how to do it again. I already set up the relationships that I'm doing it right now, and I'm going to be tracking and showing people in the Middleman to Millions course over the next 12 weeks, which really we don't even have 12 weeks left in the year. I want to show them how in the wintertime, we're still doing stuff, we're still remodeling, we're still fixing fences, because the need is so great right now. People are stuck inside their home, really not even by choice. And every day they're looking at something broken, not working, not fixed. The fence is broken, the back, you can't let the dog out. Kids can't go in the back because the fence is down, right? There's all little things that grind on them daily that they have to fix. And let me be very careful. Women will find things in their house to do. Trust. They will find things in their house to do or fix all the time. So now when everybody home, they're finding them for real. Thank you, Jose Navarro, for the $5 support of the Super Chat of the Cut video crypto swing trade. All right, sir. I'll take you for your word. I would do that because I know I could get that business, with $200 or so in Home Advisor and different leads. I probably could get a 10 to 50x return. I'm talking about $2,010 off $10,000 a week in gigs, jobs, fencing, painting, something, repairing, bathroom, remodeling. I could do that. Now, depending on how many people I know, if I've got different crews I can work with, I'm only going to be taking 20 to 30% off the top and paying them out. Now, you could do that thing with cleaning company, get your cleaning cleaning contracts up. You could do that with a lot of things. And I would take that money. So the more I would grow that, 20 to 30% on a $2,000 week is 400 to 600 bucks. Not super exciting, but you roll that week's money back into the business. Now, if I got a 10K week, you're talking about $2,000 to $3,000 that you're rolling back into the business, or that you're using to live and make the next week go, right? So that's what I would do for the Middleman to Millions side of that. Now, let's say I have a hard time finding any crews. I can't get any workers. I can't get any housing cleaning ladies. Let's just say I couldn't, right? Or I didn't want to. And I wanted to just dispatch. I want to stick with trucks. Trucking Justin came on a couple of days ago talking about his dispatching course. Again, when we started this, when I didn't think I was going to have somebody in the office, when I think I was going to work from my home, now I knew I was going to get an office, but in the end, someone who could dispatch and be responsible for every single truck, everybody that I got offered was either $300 flat rate fee or 10% of whatever the truck did. On average, you're talking about trucks making $5,000 to $7,000 a week. So if I can get someone, if I was in this position where I've got the laptop, I've got my apartment, I've got food, I don't have to drive, I'm just going to focus on building my business, I would reach out to all the truckers I can. You know how I do that? I'm going to give you a little secret here. It's called Fleet Pride. I just gave y'all a whole nother business on this channel. You're welcome. I would go through an app called Fleet Pride. And Fleet Pride gives you access to like, I don't know, 60,000 plus carriers out there. Even just for me in Texas, near me gives me 7,000. So out of that 7,000, I'd reach out to all of them repeatedly. I would go be in trucker Facebook groups. I'd be all over the place, marketing my dispatch business. Because let's say I get one trucker that I get paid every week on Friday, dispatching him up to $7,000. Well, 10% of that is 700. And let's say I get three truckers, that's $2,100. And all I was doing was being home, dispatching them, usually from 8 a.m. to noon, making sure they get there, making sure any information in there, right? All right. Same thing, or if I got up to 5 trucks, that's $3,500 a week. You do that times a month. You figure the math here, okay? Those are the things I would do. And that was me. A lot of time I get on the phone and that's the first thing people ask me, well, what would you do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Again, for those of you who just came in, the number one question I get all the time is, what if I had to start over? What would I do? I would figure out my rent and my totals, which for me, it's very low. I have no cars with any loans on them. I have no credit card debt. I literally have my apartment. I'd pay that bill. I pay my internet bill and car insurance, just in case I had to go somewhere, right? Car insurance because of the notary, right? I would sign up to be a mobile notary, which again, I told you I'm already, 2 years ago, Hatchett put a thing on my phone showing the class as an example. And to this day, every day my phone pings, every day, $100 or $200. They'll tell you on there, Snap Docs. They need you to come in for a title closing. Need a notary. And there's other ways to market yourself. So I would do that, okay? So that will cover me $100 to $200 a day. And a lot of those things happen in the afternoon, which is great. So that would give me $3,000, $6,000 a month I could work with, right? I'm keeping those bills low. I'm not going any extra place. I'm not partying. I'm not crunking. I'm not going nowhere. I'm bringing it down. And I'm not contracting now, because most people think, well, that means you're contracting. No. I'm just making sure I can keep the baseline straight. Then I would put 100 over in a stock account, Webull, Robinhood, whatever you name it. And I would do 1 swing trade a week, 1 options trade a week. Okay. Number 4 at that point, what would I be doing? I would spend $200, right? $200 and put it into HomeAdvisor or Google Leads or work with somebody who could do Facebook ads with me. And I would grow my remodeling business. Some people would just do a cleaning business, right? We've talked about all those in Middleman to Millions course. We'll talk about it more. I'll be posting more videos because you guys have been like, well, Erica, I thought you were on vacation. I am. I'm on break from doing a lot of these lives, but I'm actually having other businesses that I'm just tidying up for the remaining 120 days for the rest of the year. Going on some vacations, going on some trips. You guys see my face a little glistening right now, okay? And what I would do is just tidy up those businesses to finish out the year strong. Again, $200 is going to give me 10 to 50% returns, right? You're talking about $2,000 to $10,000 a week. That would allow me to, at 20 to 30%, working with the different contractors and renovators and fence guys I know, that's going to give me, you know, if it's low end, $200, $2,000 a week, that's all I could book them. That's $400, $600, not a lot. But if I get really up there towards 10K worth of work, you're talking about a fence job, a housing job, some really good jobs, you're talking about $200,000 a week. And then I would just try to grow my business by getting more groups, getting more teams, getting more people to take care of those remodeling jobs. And the money would come to me first, and so I would just pay them out on Fridays. So, I mean, again, you got to be smart about it. Notary in NYC, can I do mobile notary here? Of course. Andre Hatchett started in NYC. He's from New York. He had his business there for over 10 years. He has his business all over now, but his course is amazing, and he started there in New York. Then again, if I say, well, if I just couldn't do the remodeling or couldn't do the cleaning, whatever reasons, I would do dispatching. Again, I would set myself up there so that I'm connected. The biggest part about starting over is service. Finding people to work with, network with, serve, right? People hate hearing that word. But right now in this economy, if you can be in your house and your little office with your computer and set up and serve people weekly and make money, do that. Do that, period. Like again, the number one thing when people call me is, there you go. Tell the truth. I want to drop $5,000 to bring my house up to par. Unfortunately, it's a little bit at a time, but not for everybody. There you go, Vivian. That's the truth. A lot of people have repairs they want to fix on their home right now. They just don't have the money, or they have to space it out. Now, also, there's a whole system, and I'll bring it up more inside the Middleman to Millions course, where you can have things similar to progressive leasing, where the homeowner can get a loan or get approved for a certain amount of repairs, and you just get paid off that, straight up. So part of why, and if you guys like the black, I got the other day I had red, now I got black. I think I'm gonna go back to blue though. I bring on these people showing different options of how you can make money, grow your income if you had to start over, if something bad happened to you. And I do that for you guys to think about ways to increase your income, just because I know what it's like to have to start over. I know what it's like to have to move. I know what it's like to struggle. And just because you see me here now with employees and staff, and I always am very transparent that, you know, some weeks we're paying out 15, 20 grand a week in payroll. Other weeks less, but usually high. And people will sit here and go, well, you know, what's that mean? That means you're accountable for people's families, people's livelihoods, food on their table. And before you get out here saying, well, I want 10 trucks, I want this, I want that, I want all these properties, you have to realize these things are expensive, and sometimes they have expenses that you didn't see. So I always recommend businesses that you can start on the lower end, low cost to start up, you know, low cost to get out there, and then take your money and invest, you know? So it's one of those things, you know, I bring on the tech certification folks because I know a lot of people are in a point where their career where they need to switch over. Many people are telling you, oh, ain't no jobs out here, but we have people literally getting folks, because I know, sorry, that's got over there starting. We've got people who are getting hired in the middle of a recession. And we are in a recession, folks. There are people applying for unemployment. There's things going on, but that's why I made the Rise 20% course, so we could be in there encouraging each other and sharing good data, because we can all go around sharing bad news and be little bad news bears. But why? The other day, FEMA even reached out to me. Did I want to sell things to the government? Did I want to get out there? Do you know how many people one government contract changes their life? $1 million contract, one $500,000 contract, one $200,000 contract changes their life. That's the things that people don't want to talk about, that you have to put some things in motion to get that feedback, right? A lot of times people ask me, what would I do when I start over? But I go, that's just it. You don't have to be that extreme. You can just add certain strings to your life. If you're in the chat right now and some of you dropped your city and state, I just love seeing where you guys come from. Drop your city and state in the chat, or also drop what are some things you guys are working on right now. Because that's the #1 question I get when I do my consult calls is, what would you do if you started over today? And I'm like, start over. That's all. It's not the end of the world. You know, you just start over. SB said, I'm working on learning SQL and SSI, and yeah, that's a lot. SSRS. Congratulations. Listen, skills matter. Skills will matter ultimately as we come out of this recession. Thank you, Jose Navarro, for the $2 super chat. Corporations are learning fast. Work from home. Listen, again, the whole dispatching thing, I can tell you right now, I had several people I reached out to in the beginning about the dispatching and getting out there before I even hired in-office staff. Even now, this place can be an incubator for multiple businesses. Next door with the remodeling, next door with the phone calls, because not only am I buying Texas Ground Zero, we have to have a person on staff who are going to be making phone calls. Now, what does that mean? They're going to be reaching out to over 7,000 carriers in the area to bring them in to do what? Oil changes, AC, brakes, you name it, and build that business up. The more appointments you have on the books, the better for that business. There's a reason I'm going to one of Grant Cardone's trainings. It's really not for me, it's for the staff. I'm hyped, I'm ready to go. I can do it all over again if I had to, but that's when you start instilling with people confidence and energy. You started a training and consulting business in 2017. Congratulations. Valerie, there you go, Valerie, congrats. Build it up, Valerie. You want to move to LA? Listen, if you want to move to LA, LA is expensive, but it's worth it for people who want to be there. Like the other day, someone's like, you coming back to North Carolina? I'm like, I'm building here in Texas. I'm buying land. I'm building businesses. And you have to really be sold or be sold. Grant Cardone's book is really great. When I know King Smith, you're going to be one of the first people I tell you, because he's got several different things going on. I'm trying to work it down. Blake recently became a notary working on learning option trading. Congratulations. I'm telling you, there are so many opportunities from your home that if you had to start over, focus from your house, crank it up. You can do it. But that's why when people ask me that, my start over is different from your start over. Really, truthfully, I'd call up everybody I knew and start over. I'd call up everybody and their mom. I'd call up everybody I knew if they need any remodeling. If for dispatching, I'd reach out to everybody and their mom for trucking, right? You have to figure out what's your starting. What's your start? It may be different from mine. Okay, wholesaling campaign. Right now, if you're a wholesaler, you ought to be blowing the phones up. Right now, everybody I know in Cleveland, and there's about 7 different wholesalers I know in Cleveland, they're all so busy they barely can answer the phone. Because it's been like that. Why? Because people in New York and LA are looking for places to put their money, looking for cities that are going to make sure their tenants pay rent. I can tell you right now, people that are investing in Detroit hopped over and started investing in Cleveland. Why? Because Cleveland was making people pay that rent. Detroit was not. So you have to understand that money is moving in this economy. Money is moving all day. Money never stopped moving, right? Like, people are sitting here going, Erica, people are homeless, they're starving in the street. Listen, there's money doing all this in the air. It's doing this. And I need you to reach your hand out and grab it. That's what I need a lot of you to do, because it's out there. And really, the number one thing you can fix is your leads, your follow-up, and how you close. And what you have to learn is, some people, this is not necessarily for the faint of heart sometimes, because some people have never struggled. Period. They've never struggled. They've never been broke. They've never been poor. And so in their mind, they're poor one time and they're freaking out. You can't, this isn't the time to freak out. COVID's been going on for 6 months now. Let's pull it together. Let's have ourselves a pity party for 2 minutes and keep it moving. I'm releasing a gratitude journal. It's more of a workbook / journal, because I want people to really work on what they're thinking, what they're eating, what they're seeing, what they're feeling, right? I started switching these are really good waters. I'm going to hold them up. Hint water with a little bit of flavor. I started switching to overnight oats in the morning. Start switching the foods. Immediately, you're feeling that mood bump, right? Because the food has energy, right? What you do has energy. I schedule my workouts, right? I schedule my workouts now. More of my trainer. I schedule my massages. I schedule my facials. I schedule my stretch therapy. Why? Because if you don't schedule it, it doesn't happen. Now, for people, they can be like, but Erica, you're talking about starting over. Yeah, if I had to start over, I'd trim back all that. I'd trim it all back. I told you at the beginning, I'd focus on my rent, I'd focus on my phone, and I'd focus on my internet at my house. Because you could lose everything, get that internet and that phone, and knock it out. You could do a lot. Half the guy on my staff right now can dispatch from the computer without even having to talk to people sometimes, if the rates are good. It's possible. So I want y'all to understand that starting over doesn't mean failure. Starting over doesn't mean you lost. This is just a great season for some of y'all to recharge and understand what's important. Thank you, Raphael Husbands. I'm telling you. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Bradley, is he blitzing you? Listen, there's a book called If You're Not First, You're Last. And it said the people that quit advertising in the last crunch disappeared. They went away. They did not exist anymore. I ain't gonna blitz you, but I might be blitzing some of y'all with ads coming up a little bit this week and the rest of the year. We've got about 100 and how many more days do we have in the year, y'all? Somebody type in the chat. How many more days do we have in the year? Put it in the chat. How many more days left in 2020? Huh? How many more days? Somebody let me know. Put it in the chat, because I'm pretty sure we're about 120, 130. Somebody give me some numbers in the chat. Throw it in the chat, because I know we're close. But to me, We're fourth quarter. We already here. I'm already making plans for March of next year. I know people think that's crazy. I know you do. But I'm already planning the boat party ×2, one in May and one in August. We're going to wineries. We're going to brisket. We're doing different stuff because that's how businesses flow. That's how life makes it, right? So if I started over today, that's no biggie, right? Everybody doesn't think like that, but that's what I tell people. They don't have enough faith and confidence in themselves. You have to be confident enough to know, hey, this is just a moment. This is just the season and time. Anybody who's hounding you or having issues, it doesn't matter, right? There was a guy that people were mad at in Florida. He went bankrupt, and dude was like, "I'm gonna pay you now and pay you later." And of course, he went bankrupt. Creditors was like, "Well, just payments." So I was watching this guy's stuff, and I'm not laughing at him because this is serious. You know, when people go bankrupt, it's a serious thing. But literally, he literally told all the people he was working with, like, "You're gonna have to take payments," and then they either take payments or they don't, right? Once people know that this is your choice. And so it's very interesting. I'm watching, but I'll tell y'all more about it when I watch it more. Interior painting is good now. Yep, it is. If I had to go start over, I'd go live every day. People out there getting donations for Just Telling Truth. Honey, there are people on YouTube who literally went, "I'm homeless. I got no money. I'm in my car." And people are like, "Oh my God." And they started watching them, started donating to their channel, started promoting them, pumping them up. You know, again, it happens. Jose, I believe it. Celeste Hill, my 3-month plan is to get solid in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then get solid in 2 back-end languages, also building tech portfolio while learning. Congrats, Celeste. What's your goal? Are you getting a new job, new career? I'm in the process of becoming a notary. Congratulations, Phyllis. I'm telling you. You know, Edward, I'm gonna tell you this way. He's not the new Gary Vee. He's been out, like, he's best friends with Grant Cardone. Well, was, I'm not certain anymore. But if you go look back a few years ago, and this is why I always joke about stuff, because I go, I've been studying sales and marketing for about 10 years now. I've been like in courses and classes. Like, people think I spent a ton of money last year. No, I've spent money over the past 10 years in courses and classes and learning, and seeing a lot of these guys that you see now with ads. They've been business to business for years, right? Brad Lee's been business to business for years, working with companies. You're just now seeing him a ton because it's money in coaching, it's money in marketing to people. That's Amy Porterfield. Amy Porterfield's made a ton of money working business to business, and now, you know, over the years, she still worked people to people. But you got to see a lot of these companies, if you find the back office stuff, again, part of me going to the Grant Cardone thing isn't just for me because I'm already hyped. I'm already ready to go. It's for the staff. It's to build confidence in the staff pushing forward. It's in the building the people around you, because just because you're good, it's hard every day coming into an office or coming into a work environment, convincing everybody we're going to be good for the rest of the year, which I think y'all are saying 125 in there, 120. I'm telling you right now, don't give in, right? Because already, I'm going to tell you what's happening right now. I'm talking to some of y'all, and you're like, Erica, 2 weeks of Christmas. Let's bust it out like we usually do it. 31 days of Christmas. That's what they say on TV, right? Or even they have now 31 days of Halloween. So already I know I lost some of y'all for the last 2 weeks of Christmas. I already know you're gone. Thanksgiving and Halloween. Okay. So I already know I lost y'all for a month. Do you see how I did that? I already lost some of y'all because you're already going 2 weeks for Christmas, a week for Thanksgiving, a week for Halloween, and you're gone. You're already gone. You were already checked out. So I've lost you for a month. So what is that? 4 weeks? 4 weeks is 4 weeks is 30 days. So it's 125 days is what y'all telling me is left. So if I've lost you for 30 days already, that means you only got 95 days left. So what does that bring us back to my favorite number, y'all? 90 days. Changing your life in 90 days. And it's important that y'all know these numbers. Because for me, I was talking to my friend the other day earlier, and we were already planning stuff for April. Like, we already planning around COVID. But you have to understand that many people are not. Many people are like, hey, it's a party, it's the party, it's the party. Next stimulus check, is it coming? No, they're not even focused. So if some of you are watching this channel and some of you are already planning, like I want to go ahead and put my planner out for 2021 right now. And my staff's like, it's a little early. Yeah, it's early for most people. It's early for most people because they aren't even thinking about that. They're like, well, Christmas, Erica, it's still summer, Erica. Like, for those who are in business and strategizing, I sat here, and I think I told you about 2 weeks ago, I'm sitting here on the couch, resting my back because I have some back issues. And I'm literally telling and talking to my staff and planning out all the way to September next year. What's happening in September? FinCon's coming here to Austin, Texas, and I want to be able to sponsor a ton of things when it's here in Austin, Texas. Right? So I'm already planning out with staff all the way to next September. Right? We've already planned October. We've already planned November. We've already planned videos, giveaways, conferences, mastermind retreats, you know, you name it. We've planned it already. So that's why when I tell people it's okay to start over, you got 125 days. Most of you have 125 days. A lot of you have 90 days. Why? Because I told you, you're gone for 2 weeks of Christmas, right? Got to make the kids happy, right? Got to make the spouse happy. You're gone already for October, Halloween, for 1 week. You're gone already for 1 week for Thanksgiving. Y'all thinking about turkeys right now. Some of y'all done took the stimulus check and bought the turkey for November. I bet you money. Right now, Hallmark Channel is prepping movies for Christmas. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Appreciate all you do for us, Erica. Just got my EIDL loan and allowed me to start over again. These last 5 months have given me clarity on what's important and how to study my business. Congratulations, Honorable Jay. If you don't mind, let us know what you're working in, what your business is, because I'm telling y'all, if you got 125 days, man, if you got 125, you got to go. You got to for real. Let me see. I'm missing some stuff in here. Listen, I keep telling my friends to get in tech, but they don't see it. Listen, y'all, get serious. And with these long shipping times, all the holiday promo and SEO needs to start next week. TheExpatHome. Listen, she just gave y'all a nugget. I want TheExpatHome. Tell them. They really don't hear you. They don't even hear you. They don't even hear you. They don't even hear you. Let me play it. Let me read that again. With the long shipping times, all that holiday promo and SEO needs to start next week. She's giving y'all a nugget that a lot of y'all are seeing these people sell FBA, Amazon, automation, and they're selling all stuff. I'm telling you the reason I'm so focused on service businesses. And for those of you who are new to the video, you're just getting in, we've been about 30 minutes in. A lot of my questions are, what would I do if I started over? I just told everybody I would take an inventory of what my total bills are. For me, my bills have always been, like lately, have been under 1,500. And when I say bills, I don't count credit cards. I don't count all this other stuff. I don't count loans. I count rent, what keeps the car moving, what keeps the phone on, what keeps the internet going. Everything else is additional, right? So I get down to the bare bones. I get mobile notary, 100 or 200 bucks a day, knocking it out. You can get more. Andre Hatchett talks about it in his class. I'll put it in the description. If you're on my email list, you might have saw it earlier today. The staff put it out. I have a stock account, Webull, Robinhood. I've been to E-Trade forever though. And I put $100 in that bug. I swing trade one swing a week, one swing trade a week, one option trade a week. That's it. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go that deep or that heavy. Some people are really hardening into that. Good. A lot of volatility market. Do that. I know my strongest arm is to take $200 a week or so, put it in the Home Advisor or put it in Google Leads ads and work with crews that need money. Let's be honest. They need construction money. They need leads. They need jobs in a busy, busy season. And that's what I would do. And I'd work that up till I get 2 to 10 grand a week in deals and contracts. And I'd take my 20 to 30% off top and pay them whatever that I've owed them and keep it moving, right? If I didn't want to do that, I could do dispatcher trucks. I'd reach out via Fleet Pride. I just gave you a little business tip, fleetpride.com. I'd hop on there. I'd find all the carriers in my area and I'd reach out to who didn't have people with 1 or 2 trucks, 3 or 4, who needs a dispatching team, who needs a flat rate dispatcher, who needs a percentage dispatcher. And I'll knock it out. $700 to $4,000 a week, depending on how many trucks I could dispatch. That's what I would do. So every little thing I've told you, let's just say I focus real hard on the middleman to million style. And I'm getting up to 2 to 3 grand a week, just getting about 10 to 11K in jobs, right? Right? So 2 to 3 grand a week times 4 weeks is what? We're talking about 8, 12 grand. How fast do you think you're going to be able to come back? How fast are you going to be able to work through what you're going through? How fast are you going to build back up? Pretty fast, right? And then in the afternoons, still can mobile notary, keep building that income. So now you're talking about 3 to 6 grand in mobile notary. You're talking about your 8 to 12 grand in your middleman to million style business, whether that's cleaning company, remodeling, painting, fencing, depending on what your business is. Know your numbers. But I would do that because I know not only would that get me out back with people, that get me interacting with folks, that get me bumping into more people, that get me a lot of referrals. I'd put my signage out. I'd make the calls. I'd personally visit a few people, get the reviews, and I'd build that business up. Even with wholesaling, I got on the phone with a guy talking about wholesaling today, and I'm like, do you know how many people in February of 2021 are going to want to sell their home? Do you know how many people in February 2021 are going to be like, hey, we've been keeping Aunt Sally's house for 12 years. Ain't nobody lived into it. It's going into the ground. We ain't doing nothing with it. Let it go. Am I right or am I wrong? Anybody wholesalers in here? You know what's about to happen. People that were stressed about something, they were paying taxes on something. For my tax lien students, that's why October, November, we're going to be having live tax lien courses. I'm going to show y'all how rich it is, how many people are going to be like, didn't pay their taxes. They're going to be for sale. I'm telling you. On top of the fact that February, March, when a lot of these people have to go pay taxes on this unemployment they got and they not getting refunds, like I want to bring Asia on to talk about how like she's had clients not pay her. Her attorneys went and got their income tax. Let me say that again. Asia just had people not pay her for work. Attorneys had to sue. The people were like, well, whatever. And when that person income tax came in that next year, ganked. Okay? They're not playing with y'all about these taxes. They're not playing with y'all with these lawsuits. That's why people out here is like, well, I'll just not pay my rent. I'm like, and they're going to take your income tax for years to come. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. "90 days to achieve great things. 2 things are needed. A plan and not quite enough time." Hey, thank you, Theo or Tho, for the $5 super chat. I'm telling y'all right now, 125 days. Take a week off for Christmas. Really, let's be honest. Take 2 weeks off for Christmas because you're going to be shopping, you're ripping the bow, you'll be traveling the family, okay? Cars, flights. So 2 weeks, gone. Thanksgiving, 1 week, gone. You'll be prepping, turkey, skin, traveling to family. COVID got you nervous. You got to figure that out. Then you're talking about Halloween. If you don't think these kids are going to be knocking on doors or digging in buckets that set out way in front of the house for Halloween this year, you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. They're going to be doing that. You know, so already take away 4 weeks. Already take away 30 days. I take it away from people because I already know. I already know they checked out. So for me, I'm looking for hungry people who want to work in trucking. I'm looking for hungry people who want to work in wholesaling and ring those phones next door. I'm looking for hungry people who want to help me get these leads in remodeling. I'm looking for those hungry people because they know what we're up against. They know February and March are coming. They know that this little 90-day window ain't even nothing. I've already planned with my staff. We've already planned the Christmas tree, the giveaways, the t-shirts. We've already planned February, Black History Month. August next year boat party. Winery, we've already planned May's additional boat party. We've already planned for September, FitCon. This staff in this office is already into next year. Already. And I keep trying to get people to understand that, like, the Texas Ground Zero, we have staff who they're calling every carrier in here to book appointments for the next 90 days. There'll be some guy who needs his AC, his PM, his tires, his brakes, his something. Who do you think is going to win long term on that? Huh? Because we're not going, oh my God, what happens this week? Oh my gosh. We're like, what's going on in April? What does the summer look like next summer? Woo. Woo. Right now, DOT, they were holding off, trying to get through the COVID. Now they're like, we're coming back with a vengeance. We're going to make our tax money. That turkey going to be stale. It may. What's up, Black Caesar? G. Logan, that's not enough information. 10 to 20,000 settlement check. I'd put that mess in the bank and get back to work. I'm just telling you the truth. If I could get, if for 10 to 20K, I'd use a little bit of it, get an Airbnb situation, whether that's a condo, home, townhome, something, a rental. I'm not going to tell you all the details of how I would do it, but I'm just saying, and I'd have that bad boy making me some Airbnb money, because there's a whole side of stuff that people aren't talking about. I'm going to see if I get TJ or a few other people in Airbnb land to come over here and talk to y'all. But what happened with COVID? And I ain't scared to say it out here. People came down from New York, Connecticut, Philly. A lot of people came from California because they were tired of the lockdown, and they went straight to Airbnbs. They didn't go to hotels. A lot of these hotels were closed and shut down. They went to Airbnbs and filled them up for months. There are people right now in Houston still with Airbnbs full. There are people right now in Austin, Airbnbs full. I trust me, we tried to book stuff for my family and friends here. And I was like, where are you going to Airbnbs? They were full. People were doing little staycations. They were bringing family members and people from other cities and states. Like, oh, if they're going to COVID, they want their mom to be near them, but not on top of them at their house around the corner at Airbnb. Trust me, RV sales were up. Home sales were up. Why? People needed a bigger house. They couldn't be in a small house no more. So when you tell me you have 10 to 20K, it's hard for me to tell you what to do, because I don't know what's best for you. I don't. I need more context. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, I know people go, well, Grant Cardone and other people are always saying start a business. Erica, business isn't for everybody. I'm not saying a business is for everybody, but if you work from home and you can dispatch a truck, or you could handle the phone calls and take payments, some of y'all can handle these small, low-tech businesses. That's all I'm saying. Roger said, I have been planning for this apocalypse for the past 3 years. Zero debt. I am good. Congratulations, Roger. We're going to your house. What's up, Cary, North Carolina? Hey, Ty, I'm just letting them know. I'm letting them know what this office is doing. People gotta understand. A lot of people are freaking out because they have to start over. You're going to have to start over. And I think 70 some odd days? When is the election? When is the election? Like November 3rd? How many days to November 3rd? Because we all ready for this to be over. 67 days, y'all. 67 days. 67 days. Some of y'all gonna be in the same place y'all is right now. And y'all gonna be like, oh my God, help me. I'm telling y'all. Thank you, Mr. Shelley. I'm trying to wake them up. I'm telling y'all, we got the tax course. You can already grab the tax link course right now. It's on the website. I'm just saying, as we get in October, November, December, we'll be doing live editions, and everybody that's inside the course will get an email from Thinkative and our VAs telling them we'll be doing live segments. And what it will be is the live segments. In the live segment, what we'll be doing is probably y'all have the Zoom or the Venmo on me for a few hours, sharing the screen as I'm purchasing. and just talking you through it and how we evaluate them. So Ty's World, listen, I might have to bring Ty World in on a show or two inside the Middleman to Millions or something, because y'all don't understand. People that are in real estate are paying attention. Real estate didn't slow down. Y'all don't understand. Like, some builders are going bankrupt because they were over leveraged, for sure. That's not even a dispute. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is a lot of people are going to be millionaires. This is one of the biggest wealth transfers we'll ever see, ever. V Lee will have it coming in there pretty soon. It's not in there yet. Wait. Say what? No way. Chad Bozeman, is that true? No, I'm about to Google over here. Hold on. Y'all better stop playing with me. Oh my God, y'all, Black Panther died. He had been fighting colon cancer, y'all. Holy crap. Because they kept saying he lost all that weight. They couldn't figure out why he lost all that weight. Holy crap. That's great. Listen, let me tell you what, y'all, tomorrow ain't promised. Live and live well. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Holy crap. One article said he was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago, and I could believe it. He had to put on a ton of weight to play that Panther. Garcia, see, it depends. In South Carolina, some of those tax liens are $400, $300. So, no, I'm gonna believe this one because Chad Bowen, if you look at some pictures of him, he had all this muscle on him, and all of a sudden he was like bony, like bone skinny. And people were like, what's going on with him? Is he not gonna play back Black Panther anymore? He was sick. Y'all, I'm like, and the other Black Panther that's coming out with, oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just want to say that though. Like, tomorrow's not promised. I mean, good crap. Listen, I'm serious, Ty. I'm serious. But again, for all those who are watching the channel, I just want to do this one really quickly tonight. I found it really important for me to talk with y'all about. I just don't think people understand. Like, people call me and they do the consult calls and they're about to like jump off a bridge. Like, nah, calm down, baby. It's never that bad. Starting over isn't what kills you. Not starting over is what kills you. Not taking action is what kills you. Man, if you got your life, your limbs, your body, you're able to walk and talk. Man, so crazy. He was doing another movie ride, but he was really bony skinny, and they thought he didn't want to play Black Panther anymore. But that's probably what it was. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it says 4 years ago. It's saying it everywhere. Everybody hit the like button if you can. Thank you for supporting the channel. There's 215 people here. Definitely put in the comments what you're working on. I'm gonna finish this out in next 5 minutes, but what are some of y'all working on right now? Oh no, he's dead. Chad Bowman is dead. Put what you're working on right now in the chats, because I think it's important for y'all to understand that we've got 125 days left. Out of this 125 days, most of y'all gonna do for 90 days, let's be honest. So we put our 90-day head back on, okay, or the 12-week year. Great book you should grab. It's called 12-week year. What are you gonna be able to do? Do you know what I'm saying? What can you accomplish in a 12-week year? D. Lee said, Erica, how long did it take you to start making money with your painting business? Pretty quickly. Like, we reached out to people we knew. And if you watch Inside the Middleman, I say the key is reaching out to people you know and people you don't know. If you use Home Advisor or you use other lead sources we put inside the course, you pretty much can get a job within 1 to 2 weeks at most. You just gotta have somebody that can do the work. So pretty quickly. Finger painting business and house hacking. Congratulations, Tank. Those are great opportunities. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you took Andre Hatchett's class, but he does have the fingerprinting part of it. People make a lot of money off that. House hacking, save yourself some money. I will say Chaz Boseman in his last movie did look sick. 21 Bridges, he did look sick. I'm just 100% into my stock trading. Everything's going great. Congratulations, Apple Mac. That's what I love to hear. All right. He is dead. Congratulations, Edvard Larose. Listen, October, November, December. What happens October, November, December, everybody? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. People check out. They get into the Hollywoods, the spirit of the festivities, right? And they check out. But guess what goes on at the same time too? Tax lien sales. The biggest tax lien sale season out there. That goes on right then and there. Working on coding. I'm moving to Dallas September 2nd. Lewis Sutton, congratulations. I think you will love Dallas. I think you'll enjoy it. You know, Houston is like a mini Atlanta. Dallas is a little bit of bougie Atlanta. That's what I look at it as. Like the Black people vibe and culture. Andre Hatchett. Yo, Andre Hatchett. If you could come on for 2 seconds so I can wrap up the show, I'd love it. I just finished telling them, Andre, if I had to start over from scratch, what I would do is, 1, I'd figure out my bills and my totals, right? 2, I'd mobile notary. I'd mobile notary because every day I'm getting pings to my phone, 100 to 200 bucks a day. I would do it. I would use it to build my base, right? My base of income, okay? I'd take that base, I'd put 100 in stock, Webull, Robinhood, whatever app, trade 1 swing trade a week, okay? 1 option trade a week, and then I'd either focus on my middleman to millions business or I'd focus on dispatch. Andre Hatchett is the guy I was telling you guys about his class. Let me see if I can add you in here. It might do it. Okay. Andre Hatchett, text me and I'll click you the link. Ty World's working on real estate and trucking. You're waiting on credit solutions, waiting on commission. Text me direct so I can send you this link. There you go. Oh, did I lose y'all for a second? Y'all still got me? Y'all still here? Yeah, y'all still here. Yeah. Oh, Andre has about to start a podcast. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well.
Can you see? Hey, everybody. This is Andre Hatchett. This is who I've been talking about all for the show, talking about mobile notary, and I was saying how you did something on my phone 2 years ago, and to this day, every day I get something from SnapDoc. Every day.
Every day you get in leads. So what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. Chat. Erica, always good to be on and talk with you. So you asked a great question. If you had to start over, what would you do? And you said basic, simple stuff, then you would scale from there. Most people, they won't do it because, you know why? It's boring. Like, well, we're not really boring in real life. We're actually a lot of fun. But we don't mind doing tedious things to get where we got to get. And I've been getting paid. I'm 38 now, right? I've been getting paid from this business since I was 23 or 24 years old, consistently. I have other people do jobs for my company. It just works, man. It just works, and I'm so glad you brought it up, because in these times where things are just so crazy, it can never hurt you to have needed skills on deck. Never hurt you at all. Never.
And it'll cover your bills.
Hello.
That's how I look at it. I go, it'll cover your bills. You'll have food. You'll have gas. Cover your bills, and then you can add it and build onto your other businesses.
I had a lady. She started in June. She emailed me the other day. I posted it on social media. She made $9,200 in June, working evenings and Saturdays. Not even Sundays. Evenings and Saturdays, $9,200 in June. A lady started full time in February, right in the middle of all this mess. She had her best month. She earned $6,200 in June. So man, yeah, income coming in, guys. Income coming in. Needed skills. What is needed in this economy? Her people talk about the fingerprinting. I'll give that link to you, Erica, and after the video, if you want to post it in the comments, that's cool, man.
And for those of you who are watching, all the courses I'm talking about, everything from the Middleman to Millions to Andre Hatchett's course, all the links are in the description. I have them in the description of the show, and I'm serious, you guys. It's possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Liz says, I did notary in the past, kept busy with refis. There you go.
Loan closings, they pay loan purchases, home equity lines of credits, refis, timeshares. Those are the assignments that actually take the most time. So it's not my favorite service, but I mean, on average, what, $80 to $200? I mean, shit wins, man.
Texas, 100 to 200.
Easily. Yeah. Steady work, guys. Good, consistent, steady work. You can do it full time. You can do it part time. Yo, Erica, I have a 23-year-old guy, right? He bought into my all inclusive package. That's every course we have for like a one-time payment and a year of group coaching. I was shocked the other day, happily shocked. On our monthly coaching call, he said he did 12 bands in either June or July. $12,000. He's 23.
That's crazy. Lance Brown, thank you for a $5 super chat. He said, how well does it work in Northern California for mobile notary, Dre?
The guy who was telling you about, his name was Malik.
Lance
in North Carolina.
Okay.
He's in North Carolina. So that's how well it works. He made $12,000. He's in North Carolina. Yeah. It works everywhere. Everyone always asks me that. It works everywhere. What might change is what services are more popular than others, but it works everywhere. Every city, every state, and what you can charge might vary depending on how much the income, the average income, household income is in the area, but it works, man. We have 95% reviews of success. Not everyone follows through, but even the people who don't follow through, they're still happy with the service and the courses that we offer, which Erica has all the links for that in the chat, guys. So in the comments section.
Cory D, tell them, Cory D, mortgage companies use notaries all the time to run docs in Texas. This is true. My phone rings every day, y'all, and I'm not even joking. Like every day, I tell Dre about it. I laugh because my phone rings every day.
That was just a 2-hour training that you sat in on, not even for the whole training, because you were interviewing Tim or somebody, I believe, that day. And that
Tim Jackson.
And that one tip got your phone to ring or to text or go off every day since literally 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
In October 2018. So it legit 2 years ago. Yeah, like no exaggeration.
And that's why it's funny to me, because I go, you know what? You could do it. If you got time, you're near them, go on over there and do it, right? And I just say, that's why when people tell me, Andre, they're scared to start over, there's nothing more better than starting over.
Oh, it's so refreshing. Oh my God. It's like a breath of fresh air. You know, we know what it is, Erica? It's ego, because a lot of people, if you look at them, they'll name 5 things they do before those things they haven't done in 6 years. But they just don't want to say that they failed or it didn't work or they messed up. Man, start over, start fresh, get money coming in. And then you could think about the next level or or where you want to go from there, man. But you got to have money coming in consistently. Like,
You
that's
got to be able to eat
mental.
and have a roof over your head.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. So yeah, man. Do it. If you guys want to learn from us, we would love to have you. 60-day money back guarantee. You don't like it, no questions asked. Take your money back and go about your life. But yeah, man, hop in. We'd love to have you.
I love it. Thank you, Dre. I'm getting off here. I've been on here an hour preaching to the air, but I want y'all to know we've got a gratitude journal coming through. We got stuff coming through. Andre's Hatchett Hey. Check your emails. If you're on my email list, I emailed Andre's links out earlier today because I'm telling you, it's every day my phone's been pinging. I'm gonna start just screenshotting it and putting it in emails to show y'all.
There we go. Let's do it. All right, buddy. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Later, Greg.
Peace.
All right, guys. Yeah, Martin Tucker. I have my notary because I've been had it for other reasons, and I just from Andre's class I started laughing because I kept getting those pings. But it's been great talking to y'all tonight. Again, Chad Bozeman, Wakanda Forever. Listen, y'all, I have posters. Like, I'm so serious. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. I have posters. Wakanda Forever, y'all. Anyway, in Bombay, you know what I mean? Lisa Hook said, what's the best platform to put books on? All the platforms. You need to be on as many as possible. I would say Amazon, Kindle. I use Lulu Press for ours, and it puts it everywhere. So, but anyway, you guys, I'm getting out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chat. Every single person I ever work with, thank you for your business. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your investment. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in the Classy Klein brand. And more is yet to come. We're over here planning all the way to September 2021. So we will see y'all. We ain't going nowhere. Later.